Hey girl, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Matty.
Tell me about yourself, Matty.
Oh my god, what should I say? Should I talk about myself? My hobbies? Or personality? What should I say?
Hey everyone! Want to sound more confident and fluent in English? Whether you're introducing yourself at work, sharing your hobbies, or just talking about who you are, knowing the right phrases makes all the difference. In today's video, I'll show you simple but powerful expressions to talk about your job, hobbies, personality traits, and family. These topics will impress anyone. Stick around because these phrases will change the way you speak English.
Part 1. Talking about jobs.
I'm going to show you simple and confident phrases to describe your job like a pro. So, let's start with jobs. To begin with, you can say, I work as a, then the job title. For example, I work as a marketing specialist at a tech company. This is the perfect way to introduce your position at work. This is used to state your specific job or position. Example, I work as a teacher. It tells people what your role is. Then, to talk about your responsibilities, you might say, I am responsible for task and then area. For example, I'm responsible for planning campaigns and analyzing their results at my company. This explains your duties and what you are in charge of. Or, I'm responsible for organizing team meetings. It shows your accountability. The next phrase is, my job involves, verb plus ing. Now, if you want to describe that your job entails, you can say, my job involves, verb plus ing. So, my job involves creating content, managing social media, and working closely with the sales team. Or another example, my job involves writing reports. It gives details about your work activities. So, this phrase describes the activities or tasks you regularly do at work. Next, you could say, I work in, then the name of industry or field. For example, I work in the marketing industry, which is always changing and exciting. This shows the area of your work. I work in healthcare. It shows your general work area. I've been working here for time period. It refers to how long you've been at your job. And don't forget to mention how long you've been at your job. I've been working here at my company for 2 years now, and I've learned so much during this time. If you're talking about a company, never say, I work in a company, okay? I work for a company, and then the name of the company. And this shows how long you've been in your current job. I've been working here for 2 years. It helps explain your experience. I've been working here for 2 years. It means that for 2 years you have been at your job. And also, it helps explain your experience.
I work as a marketing specialist at a tech company. I'm responsible for planning campaigns and analyzing their results. My job involves creating content, managing social media, and working closely with the sales team. I work in the marketing industry, which is always changing and exciting. I've been working here for 2 years, and I've learned so much during this time. Part 2. Hobbies.
Hobbies! What do you love doing in your free time? Talking about your hobbies is one of the best ways to connect with others and show your personality. Phrase number 1. I'm really into, then the activity. For example, for me, I'm really into painting. It means I enjoy it a lot. Use this phrase to express a strong interest in a hobby. It means you enjoy painting a lot and do it often. I spend a lot of time, verb plus ing. If you spend a lot of time on your hobby, you could say, I spend a lot of time dancing. I spend a lot of time listening to music. For example, I spend a lot of time painting in my studio. Use this to describe how you dedicate your time to your hobby. I've been, verb plus ing, for time period. Now, if you've been doing your hobby for a while, you can say, I've been painting for about 3 years, and it's such a relaxing way to express myself. Another great phrase is, I like to do something in my free time. So, in my free time, I like to experience with different painting techniques. Use this to mention hobbies you enjoy when not working. I like to bake in my free time. It highlights what you do for relaxation or fun. Finally, one of my favorite things to do is, use the verb. One of my favorite things to do is create landscapes because I love capturing nature's beauty on canvas. Use this to talk about a specific hobby you enjoy the most. Example, one of my favorite things to do is hiking. Use this phrase to talk about a specific hobby you enjoy the most. Example, one of my favorite things to do is hiking. One of my favorite things to do is reading books. It makes the hobby sound personal and important to you.
I'm really into painting and I spend a lot of time working on different art projects at home. I've been painting for about 3 years and it's something that helps me relax after a long day. I like to experiment with new techniques in my free time, like watercolor and acrylic painting. One of my favorite things to do is create landscapes because I love capturing nature's beauty on canvas. Part 3. Personality Traits.
Your personality says so much about who you are, and we're learning how to talk about personality traits in English. You can say, people say, I'm, then the adjective. For example, people say, I'm hardworking because I always try my best to finish tasks on time. For example, people say, I'm hardworking. It shows people see me as a hardworking person. Lucky me! Haha! The second phrase. I'd say I'm more adjective than adjective. So, if you want to compare two personality traits, you use this structure. You can say, I'd say I'm more organized than spontaneous because I like to plan everything in advance. So use this to compare two traits and show which one fits you better. Example, I'd say I'm more outgoing than shy. It highlights your dominant personality trait. Next phrase. One thing I like about myself is that I'm, then the adjective. One thing I like about myself is that I'm creative, especially when it comes to solving problems. So, we use this to share a positive aspect of your personality that you appreciate. Sometimes it's good to acknowledge that you're not perfect. So use this phrase, I can be a bit, then the adjective, sometimes. For instance, I can be a bit forgetful sometimes, like when I misplace my keys or forget small details. Use this to admit to a mild or occasional personality trait. Lastly, you could say, I'm the kind of person who, then the verb. I'm the kind of person who enjoys helping others, so I always try to support my friends when they need me. Use this to describe your typical behavior or personality in specific situations. I'm the kind of person who likes to plan everything in advance. It highlights a unique aspect of your personality.
People say I'm hardworking because I always try my best to finish tasks on time. I'd say I'm more organized than spontaneous, as I like to plan things in advance. One thing I like about myself is that I'm creative, especially when it comes to solving problems. However, I can be a bit forgetful sometimes, like when I misplace my keys or forget small details. I'm the kind of person who enjoys helping others, so I always try to support my friends when they need me.
Part 4. Family.
Family! Whether your family is big, small, loud, or quiet, these simple phrases will help you describe them confidently. Stick with me to the end of the video for some tips to make your English sound even more natural. Let's talk about family. The first phrase is, I come from a big or small family. Use this to describe the size of your family. For example, I come from a big family with 5 siblings. It gives a general idea of your family structure. The next phrase, I'm the youngest, oldest, or middle child. Use this to explain your position among your siblings. Example, I'm the youngest child in my family. It tells others your birth order. When you have a strong relationship with a family member, you can say, I'm very close to then the family member. I'm very close to my mother. I'm very close to my dad. I'm very close to my grandmother. It is not close, okay? It is close. I'm very close to my grandmother. It shows emotional closeness. We like to, then the name of the activity that you do, together as a family. Use this to share an activity you enjoy doing with your family. Example, we like to watch movies together as a family. It highlights shared family moments. Last but not least is, I have a family member who is, then the adjective. Use this to describe a specific family member with an adjective. I have a sister who is very artistic. It gives more personal information about a family member.
I come from a big family with 4 siblings, so there's never a dull moment. I'm the middle child, which means I'm always in between my older and younger siblings. I'm very close to my mother. We talk about everything, and she's always there for me. We like to have family dinners together on weekends, which is always a fun time
everyone.
to catch up.
If you found
I
this
have an
video
older
helpful,
brother who
don't
is
forget
very
to
athletic,
like, comment,
and he
and
always
subscribe for
motivates me
more
to stay
fun
active
English
and
lessons.
healthy.
I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.